I did hear somewhere that human nature always does the negative first.
I guess it's safer.
I guess so.
Right? When you're a kid, the authority figure's always telling you no.
Well, and when you're 2, you say no, terrible twos, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it lingers on subconsciously or whatever. So clairvoyant. Any clairvoyant activity going on right now? Can you sense anything?
Good vibes.
Aww, this is a cute lady.
Yeah.
So what else do you want to plug, shout out, say, do?
Okay, let's see. Sex Crimes Cabaret,
is there another
Galapagos.
song on here we can listen to?
There's got to be something.
Let
me look.
Okay.
There's Sex Crimes Cabaret at Galapagos, February 12th in Dumbo.
And then the 14th at
2 days
the
later,
Old Bank.
I'm Marrying People to Themselves. Oh, look, you hit Led Zeppelin. They're very good. At Element, February 14th, I'll Marry You to Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't Mind the Vampires. Most of them are vegetarian.
Haha, that's kind of a hypocrisy.
It happens, but they'll tell you that they're a psychic vampire. And when someone
tells you... Do you like True Blood?
I think it's true. I've never seen... I don't have a television.
Okay, because now they sell the drink. They sell the drink, I've heard. They have True Blood drink.
You know,
for
most people
sale
have blood, and you can
at
just
the
drink
HBO store or something, and it gets sold out very quickly. I heard it's like some kind of, I don't know, blood. It's the drink that they drink on the show.
Yeah, but is it real blood?
Of course not. It's like pomegranate juice or something.
But, you know, if you go to a butcher, you can ask for blood. A friend of mine, Nicole Blackman.
Yeah, but if you're vegetarian, you wouldn't be drinking that stuff.
No, you'd just be a psychic vampire and just be a pain in the ass.
Oh.
People tell me they're a psychic vampire, and I just think, well, so you're like, what, a bad roommate? No. I'm exaggerating. Psychic vampirism is a whole thing. But when people tell you that in a nightclub, it just seems so flippant.
What, when they say they're a vampire?
I'm a psychic vampire. When someone just announces that, you just have to play with it a little bit, I think.
And do you zap them?
Or I walk away.
Oh,
you know.
Wow.
That's nice.
Right.
What are you trying to say?
I just, once again, bringing up my children, they are always vampires to my wallet. That is the one thing I have learned about children. They suck my wallet dry no matter what is in there. If I start on any day, my children will be vampires to the money in my wallet and suck whatever's in there.
The money vampires. No one ever wants to talk about that.
Oh, I know plenty of them. Yeah, exactly. And I'm usually the one that gets vampired.
Are you the victim?
I'm not a victim. No, I don't want to look at it like that.
Okay, good.
But
you're a donor.
Yes, I am. I'm a donor.
Try this.
I am yeah, that's. I like that way better. Yeah, I might have been a victim in some past situation, but I don't feel like one.
We all have been at some point.
Yeah, I don't feel like that. It's usually by choice. Yeah. Oh, that's not a good line. A donor by choice. Yes, that's way smarter. Because I always believe in the outcome. It's an investment. I like my investments, I suppose. You know? Okay. This sounds a bit different.
Oh, there's some similarities, but yeah, each song's a little bit different.
But you do like the 80s, like...
This show has that element.
Which is what I like it too. That's all I know. I didn't even study punk rock. I did, but I didn't. But I can only write that way without even knowing it. You know what I mean?
It's in your blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood. Exactly. I don't need that True Blood. I got it. Exactly. I like your music.
It's all about the sodomy laws. So then,
tell us about the sodomy laws. What is sodomy? Like
sodomy
the real
is anything that's not
legal sex. It's
sodomy,
illegal sex. Is that what it is?
It is no longer illegal, but that only shifted finally in 2003.
In Texas, it was
Lawrence versus Texas finally overturned.
Oh, not for. I want to hear about this, but today is the anniversary date, January 20th, of Roe versus Wade.
Oh, wow, okay.
1972 is when, on January 20th, is when Roe versus Wade became legal for abortion. This is the day of that.
I cover that a little bit in a piece about Lysol. Because I try not to make a point for or against too much. I mean, I'm pretty lefty in all these things.
Right.
I'm pretty much for freedom. But because abortion is such a touchy subject, I
do want to hear more about sodomy, though, because I'm naive to that. I mean, I don't really know the 100% true definition of what it means.
Sodomy is anything that's not intercourse where the man is on top. So, for example, if someone has anal sex, oral sex, that's pretty
sodomy?
much sodomy. Yeah, either one. Oral sex is sodomy.
So that was illegal in Texas?
Technically. And they get very, very specific in some states. And they'll say mouth to mouth, which means that it's not just gay sex for men, but also between women or between married couples who are heterosexual. If they felt like going there, it was illegal. Like supposedly in Washington, D.C., anything but missionary was illegal.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Was illegal.
Correct.
Wait, so the man has to be on top.
Correct. Man on top.
So if the woman is on top, it's illegal?
Technically, no, but the Catholic Church did have a thing about that, which I mentioned in the show.
How
which
do
is really
they know? I mean, they're
that's the joke that I make is close those curtains.
Right, exactly. Oh, my gosh.
But what happened with abortion being illegal is the idea is people will find a way.
Of course.
One of the things that happened was that Lysol was marketed as a douche. Not Lysol brand douche. Lysol disinfectant.
Right.
Was marketed as a douche.
Originally, you mean?
It was in the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Lysol started out as a douche?
It was also a floor cleaner.
And it was the same product?
Yes. Yeah. So
they had it for women?
The idea, if you look at it up online, you will find the ads, and they are super misogynist and amazing. So I actually made a film bringing those ads to life.
Now, did any women get permanent damage from using this?
It's hard to find stuff because those women aren't on the internet, and I don't think people talked about it. That was the whole point, is that it was considered an abortifacient, but secretly.
So you could do your own self-abortion with Lysol?
You can kill sperm with lemon, but it was just very official sounding that this stuff...
Wait, I'm confused.
There it is. There it is.
Why does she spend the evenings alone? Because she has her home immaculate, looks as pretty as she can, really loves her husband.
But her feminine hygiene, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
there it is.
Wow.
And they angle it as feminine hygiene, but it was really a kind of morning after.
Women use Lysol as a birth control device, douching with Lysol.
Hello. I had to make theater about it. I just kept finding these weird factoids, and
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Is that hazardous to your health?
I would think so. You're supposed to. I read one account where an older woman
wrote
in a blog.
These things scare me.
They really watered it down, but still. Yeah.
Wait, so that is a self-abortion? Or wait, what do you mean? You do it after, like the morning after pill?
It was kind of like that. And God only knows what terrified women would just do it all the time.
Well, of course they would. Of course.
Exactly. It was just one of those horrible
things. Things like that, I hope we're not spreading any info, because, like, sometimes talk shows scare me, like when they have on bulimics, like, in rehab.
And then they inspire some new...
Yeah, right. Like, oh, wow, I didn't know I could do it like that. You teach people tricks, like a lot of shows that are trying to help people, I think, both sides of the...
I would think that Lysol would...
So please don't use Lysol as a morning after pill.
It's like that old Saturday Night Live sketch. It's a floor cleaner. It's a dessert topping. It's very similar to that joke, but at the same time...
It's a douche.
There it is. It's a douche. It's a floor cleaner. Right. A little bit for the floor, a little bit for mama.
Well, thanks so much for all that information. Any last shout-outs you have, do...
No, just thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm so glad we had you on. You are inaugurated as president to me.
Yay.
And we will be back, Ruin Who, January the 20th, Inauguration Day. And, that's the way it is.